Well, we're back at it. It's Saturday morning. We're going to do some wheeling. It's Labor Day weekend. So we're going to go play around over at Wellsville. We got into camp last night, and heck of a thunderstorm we had. But, you know, it's Saturday morning, and Jason likes to wrench on his stuff before we go wheeling all the time. So he's over here taking it apart and putting it back together. It is running better. Jay, you got all new injectors or what? You got it all cleaned up?
Replaced injectors, cleaned up fuel rails. Replaced a couple of those, put new valve cover gaskets on it. She's running really good now.
I will say it did sound way better when you backed it off the trailer, so
yeah,
hopefully it's a lot more fun today. Last trip out he was running on about 4 of those cylinders and fighting with it, so we'll see how much more fun it is today. But we're gonna head over to Wellsville, and we'll see you guys over there. All right, we waited out the rain. It's time to go wheeling. Go head over across the bridge and over to Wellsville. Well, it started raining on us, so we pulled over underneath the bridge. We're waited out for a minute. It's been raining for a little while. Good thing we got friends with a porch. We made it down to the creek bed. Some hill climb guys are over here climbing this big hill. It's awesome watching these guys. Sometimes the bikes come flying back down and you just never know what's going to happen.
Seen a couple make it already.
Yeah.
Seen a couple I haven't. So
it's so much fun.
It's kind of a fun time.
It's slick too because it just got done raining.
Yeah.
Now, we'll hit the trail here in a few and see what else we can find.
Far enough.
I done fucked up. She's on her side again.
Can't park the Jeep there.
Randy says my oil's coming out of my horn.
It is. Look at it. Look at the difference.
All right, Jay flipped me back over. We're good to go. That's the first time I think I actually flipped off a slab rock. Sometimes things just don't go according to plan. It's nice to have your buddy ready to flip you back over and keep on trucking though. A lot of good folks over here ready to throw in a hand if we needed help, so that was nice. We're on to the next trail. Well, we made it up the lookout up here. Nice little hangout spot. Grab a little snack, something to drink. Check over your rig after you flop it. Sometimes that happens. Well, we've been trying to climb these hills that nobody's been climbing in a long, long time. And I beat the snot out of this thing for about 10 minutes straight. Backing up a little bit, gaining on the hill a few extra feet at a time, just launching it up this thing. I think I finally broke my front gears. So we'll see. I'm going to winch up to the top of this thing, giving the electrical system a little bit of a break here for a second to catch up, and we'll continue to winch. It's a pretty long hill. We'll get to the top of this thing and see if I can figure out what's actually wrong in there. Alright, well, we made it back to the road. We're going to cruise back over to camp. I think my gears are, feels like the pinion in the front, really. So if that thing's shot, then we're pretty much done. Gonna have to take it to the shop and order some gears. I don't know why I can't keep gears in this vehicle. I mean, I know I'm hard on the throttle, but it didn't think I'd be able to keep a set of gears in here more than 6 months. We'll see what happens when I take it all apart. This might be the end for us on this trip. See you back again. Well, at least we made it back to camp. Surviving an 8-foot fall off of slab rock, barrel rolling into the creek, nothing was tweaked bad enough to hinder us from driving back. Still went down the highway about 65 mile an hour, and it drove good. I did have to turn my lockout hubs to disengage everything in the front because I'm pretty sure the pinion is missing at least one tooth, maybe a couple of them. We'll see when I get it all opened up and check it out. But based on my experience with breaking gears, I wish I didn't have so much of that, but I gotta say that the rotation and everything, climbing out of there with the winch off of the hillside, it seems like it's a broken pinion in the front. So I will decide what I'm doing. I might limp it around a little bit tomorrow. I'm not sure yet if I'm calling it quits altogether or not, but I will update you when I get this thing all apart, and we got to come up with a new plan. This is exhausting, changing gears all the time. But in the meantime, we're going to make some dinner on the fire and hang out at camp. So it's not always the best trip, but we're here and we're enjoying camp life. So well, sometimes wheeling doesn't go according to plan, but that doesn't mean that dinner can't. Alright, weekend's a little bit shorter than normal, cutting it short about a day because I broke all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna have to take my front axle apart, fix that thing, but we still had fun.
Yeah, it was still a good time. Little minor damage for me. I busted a couple tabs on my boat sides, and that's wanting to come off. But we'll get it all together. We'll see you on the trails on the next one.
All right, guys. See you soon.
Later.